Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to your Wallops weather brief for Friday, August 25th. We're going to be looking at a beautiful day today and into the weekend as we have some unseasonably cooler temperatures as well as partly to mostly cloudy skies. Taking a look at our conditions from yesterday, we did see a very seasonable and pleasant day across the entire mid-Atlantic region yesterday, with most locations about the same temperature between 81 and 83 degrees. DC did manage to get to 84. As far as our lows this morning, lows were also much cooler as we had much less humidity across the region, with most locations anywhere between the low 60s to mid 60s. Norfolk was the one location that was able to get up to near 70 degrees for the low this morning, as there was slightly more humidity down there. We did see the shortwave track through the central and northern portions of the mid-Atlantic this morning, and that did bring some very light and spotty showers to areas to our north, with DC getting 5/100 of an inch and Salisbury getting 1/100 of an inch of rain this morning, but those showers have since dissipated. We are seeing temperatures cool once again today, with many locations only in the upper 60s to mid 70s, with Norfolk being just a warm spot as of 9 a.m. near 80 degrees, under mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Taking a look at our sounding from this morning, we are seeing some north to northeasterly winds near the surface, fairly light, around 10 knots all the way up to 3,000 feet. Then winds shift more zonally from 6,000 feet onward, increasing from 10 knots at 6,000 feet and all the way up gradually to 63 knots at 25,000 feet as we have that shortwave track through the area, giving us some stronger upper level wind speeds. And we did have a freezing level a little bit lower this morning than we have been seeing, just below the 12,000 foot level. Taking a look at our surface analysis from this morning, we do continue to see that large high pressure area building into the northeastern United States, and that is helping to give us a much drier and cooler air mass here at Wallops and across the rest of the Delmarva. There is a stationary boundary that has been down across the southern Carolinas and near Georgia, and that is going to remain there for the next few days. We might see some low pressure develop along that stationary boundary, where you could see the weak low that is going to be of interest kind of near Tampa Bay there, and we will be talking about that towards the end of the briefing. Hurricane Harvey is churning in the Gulf of Mexico, and it is going to be a Category 3 here, likely within the next hour or two, as they update the forecast at the National Hurricane Center, and this does look to be quite impactful for the Texas Gulf Coast, with likely historic flooding rains and quite a good storm surge. So if you have any friends or family down in the Texas Gulf Coast region, make sure to keep updated with them, as it does look to be quite a situation down there. Taking a look at our satellite and radar this morning, at the beginning of this loop here, you can see those very light spotty showers dissipating across the northern portion of the Delmarva, with just some radar clutter across other portions of the mid-Atlantic. That has cleared out this morning, and we did see some mostly cloudy skies earlier, but we are seeing those skies clear out to only partly cloudy as of the 10 a.m. hour. And like I said, we are just continuing to see some north to northeasterly winds with much lower dew points than we have been seeing the past several weeks, with temperatures only in the low 70s. Taking a look at our forecast planner for today, not going to see a whole lot of change once again as we go through these forecast charts, as high pressure is going to continue to dominate the northeastern United States, and we will continue to see that stationary boundary draped across where it is right now. So we're just going to be looking at partly cloudy skies throughout the day. As we go into tonight, we are going to continue to see partly to perhaps mostly cloudy skies at times. This map is depicting some shower activity, but I believe that is overdone, and we're only just going to see some clouds in the area tonight, and possibly some lower level clouds near the 3,000 foot level, but not looking for any shower activity as we go into tonight. For tomorrow morning, going to continue to see that stationary boundary to the south, just continuing to see some partly cloudy skies here at Wallops as well. We are going to begin to see that low pressure down off the Carolina and Georgia coast start to take shape a little bit starting on Saturday, and that will be something we'll be monitoring through the weekend into early next week, and we will be discussing more of that here in a few minutes. As we go on to Saturday PM, there is going to be a shortwave tracking through the area, and it does look like there's about a 30 to 40% chance of some widely scattered showers, and a very slight chance, around 10%, of a stray thunderstorm here across the Delmarva for tomorrow, as we get that shortwave energy tracking across the region. As we go into Sunday, that low does look like it's going to start developing, and it does look like it's going to be possibly a subtropical low or maybe even a tropical low as it continues to develop on Sunday into early next week. And that does look like it's going to start to bring us some breezy conditions and chances for showers as we go into the early to middle of next week time frame. Let's take a look at our weather hazards for today. Not seeing any weather hazards at all. Going to be a beautiful day, high 80 degrees. Winds are going to be northeasterly through the morning hours, around 5 to 10 knots, becoming easterly, then southeasterly as we go into the afternoon. As we go into early this evening, winds are going to weaken to around 3 to 8 knots from the east-southeast, then becoming light and variable overnight before increasing from the northeast at 3 to 7 knots. Looking at our terminal forecast, we are going to be seeing right now we're just seeing a very few sparse cirrus clouds at the 25,000 foot level, as well as some 8,000 foot level clouds. And that is going to be the case throughout much of the day. We will see that 8,000 foot level become scattered at times with a chance of broken. And as we go into tonight, those clouds should lower to around 4,000 feet with that 8,000 foot level remaining with broken cirrus deck, especially as we go into tomorrow morning. Taking a look at the next couple days here. For Saturday, we're going to be seeing partly to mostly cloudy skies with a chance of those widely scattered showers and a very slight chance of a stray thunderstorm as that shortwave energy moves through the area. Looks like best time for some shower activity is going to be in the mid-afternoon hours, and we are expecting an unseasonably cool high tomorrow of 79 degrees. Saturday night does look pretty nice with a low of 62 under partly cloudy skies, and on Sunday we're going to be looking at a high of 78. Very slight chance of an isolated shower as we get to the PM time frame as that low down way to the south of us starts to develop, and it will become breezy starting late Sunday and with that high of 78. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast here, we're going to be looking at just highs in the upper 70s for much of this 7-day forecast. Pretty cool lows for the next 2 mornings, only in the low 60s, but as we go into Sunday through Wednesday, we're going to get that humidity increasing a bit as that low develops well to the south, and that is going to keep our lows from getting too low, so only expecting our lows to dip down into the upper 60s from the Monday morning through Thursday morning time frame. Now, there is a lot of uncertainty in this forecast as the models have not locked down a solution on this low, and we will discuss that in just a minute here. But right now it does look like there is at least a chance of some scattered rain showers starting on Monday and through the Wednesday time frame, and we will be seeing some breezy onshore winds as well. And it does look possible that we could be seeing at times Monday through Wednesday some very brief gusts along the immediate coastline to near 40 knots. So let's take a look at a little bit of a tropical update. There has been this weak low meandering around the Florida area. Right now you could see weak circulation just near the Tampa area as the daylight visible imagery comes into view. And as we go into the next couple of days, that low is going to hop over Florida and off of the Atlantic coast, off of Georgia. And that is where it's going to have an opportunity to possibly intensify and become a subtropical or tropical low as it gets over into that area. Here is some model track guidance for what that low is expected to do. Most of the guidance does have it remaining well offshore of the Delmarva, only bringing us a slight chance of some light rain and breezy conditions as we go into the early to next week time frame. This is the GFS ensemble. It's one of the models we use for tropical cyclone forecasting, and you can see there is a couple of the ensemble members bringing it closer to the coast, and that is why we will be watching this closely as we go into this weekend to see if there's going to be any potential impacts here at Wallops. One of our other models does have a couple more members becoming even closer to the coast, so it is going to be something we're going to have to watch, and there is a lot of uncertainty right now in the forecast due to the low not really being defined, and some uncertainty in Hurricane Harvey's forecast as well is causing this, as it will have some effect to the overall weather pattern on how this tropical or potentially tropical or subtropical low is going to impact us going to the midweek time frame. We will be back on Monday morning at 8:15 a.m. for your daily operations weather brief, and at 10 a.m. for your normal weather briefing with more information on this system, where we should have a much better idea of the forecast. Meanwhile, have a great weekend.